Getting through isolation times takes everything you've got. Having a laugh and a craft beer pint sure would help a lot. But you're stuck and you can't get away. Sometimes you've got to go where everybody shares your name, and they're always spelled the same. You wanna laugh and see eyes roll, where dad jokes are awful lame. You wanna go where everybody shares your name.
Well, hello, good afternoon. Friday afternoon where I am. It's after 5 o'clock Eastern time. Wherever you are, it's Friday. Could be, depending on where you are, could not be Friday if you're not watching this live. Who knows? But I am Mark Leslie from Spirits Untapped, and I was not expecting to do this today, and I'm seeing some comments. So, hey, Danny, how you doing? I know you're in a time zone 3 hours different from mine. How's it going over there? Jonathan, hey, how you doing? Thanks for saying hi. So Virtual Beers with Mark, just an opportunity for me to share beers. In this particular one, I was not expecting it. And there's a funny story. This is going to be a beer unboxing. Now, I was in a live broadcast earlier today about writing and publishing, and I then was in a meeting. I was being interviewed by somebody for an article that they were writing, talking about, ironically, the business of writing and publishing. And from my office window, I can see out, and I saw that I got a delivery, looked like a delivery of some cables I was waiting for, and then someone brought this big box, and I saw this, this giant box, and I thought, because Carrie said when we were talking, said, do you need to go and get the door? I go, no, it's just, Liz probably ordered some hardware. She's doing renovations in the house, probably just so she can get some stuff done. And then, we're doing the interview, and then he comes back like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, maybe delivered something wrong. Well, I found out, long story short, you probably know what it was, what's in the box, is Liz had wanted to surprise me for my birthday, which was last Thursday, and ordered me this awesome flight pack from Foundry Brewing in Cambridge, Ontario. And obviously they would not leave it unattended at the door, and I didn't come to the door. So they were calling her. For some reason, my phone, I only got the messages from Liz. She was trying to call me. They were trying to call me. I only got the messages from Liz now, like 3-4 hours later. But the cool thing is I got this awesome box from Foundry Brewing, and I'm going to open it up and see what's in it. And I'm going to have to put on my reading glasses because, I'm of that age. So I got this really awesome box that looks like hardware from Foundry Brewing. And I'm just going to hold up that's the sticker, the logo, so you can kind of get that awesome product placement. Now, they're a brewery in Cambridge I have not been to. Cambridge is right near Kitchener, Waterloo area, right around the corner. And okay, so this is going to be, let me shuffle this around somewhere because the box is going to be open. So I've got this Foundry Brewing. Welcome to flight school. It says, get ready to take flight with Foundry Brewing and earn your wings as you enjoy a selection of Foundry Brewing beers monthly for 3 months. A gift that keeps on giving. Your monthly flight school subscription will get you airborne with swag, snacks, and of course, beer. Your training will include tasting notes and insight into beer that you're drinking. Each month brings you closer to graduation, with a brewery tour experience with our brewmaster in flight school. Hey, maybe Ontario will not be locked by that point, where you'll be given your wings and a certificate of completion. We are here to be your wingman as you explore the skies with Foundry Brewing. Oh my God, this is exciting. So hang on. Gotta move my keyboard. The stand-up desk is a little iffy because I am going to move the box off of the desk so I can... there we go. Okay. Wow. So it's this gorgeous box. They've got it laid out with a whole bunch of beers. They're explaining the beers. I'm going to show them to you as I pop them up. So first things first, we have some snacks. We obviously have some flavored popcorn that I'm going to enjoy. So looking forward to that. We have, looks like some kettle fried chips. Look like homemade sort of kettle fried chips. Okay. And then the first beer is beautiful Aurelia Hefeweizen. Okay, there's the front of the label. There's the back. And let's see what they say about this one. This is gold medal winner at the Canadian Brewing Awards. This German-style wheat beer is bursting with banana flavor and a tasty backing of cloves. And so I've got 2 of those. This is awesome. Oh, and they're nice and they're chilly, but I got to get them in the fridge. That's a 5.3% ABV and 10 IBU. The next can beside that is Foundry Lager. So this is a flagship lager, which is crisp and easy drinking. I often call lagers, typically a lager is a gateway beer for craft people who don't drink craft beer because it tastes more like the generic brands. Usually, the craft ones have more flavor, but not too much more, so they're a little bit more approachable. They don't have like the bitterness, the hoppiness that you'll get in an IPA. So this is their flagship. It's crisp, easy drinking, closer in flavor to a Euro lager without the oxidation. It's an easy drinker with tropical notes from the Enigma hop used in the Whirlpool, and that's a 5% ABV, 25 IBU. Not that I really know what IBU is. I never really understood it. I understand ABV because it's kind of like the alcohol percent, and I get that, right? Because you can feel the heavy hitters. Okay, now we have Devil's Creek Ale. And Devil's Creek Ale is described as a pale ale. It has notes of caramel and citrus from the use of both crystal malts and cashmere hops. All the hops used in this beer come from Dina Hop Farmer in St. George, Ontario. Hey, look at that for Ontario farms. This beer is easy drinking and approachable. So that looks pretty exciting. Then we've got like the larger can, 2 of these larger cans, which is the Carbon Stout. The Carbon Stout is described as brewed before the great pandemic of 2020. Wow, so it's aged. With the plan to be put up into barrels until our restaurant opens. Oh my God, the plan for this beer changed, and it became on one of the hits of our drive-through opening. Brewed with 8 different malts to give this beer richness and depth. The malt worked together to give notes of chocolate and tobacco with enough sweetness that it doesn't taste harsh. And that is really frustrating and upsetting. That they must have opened or just opened just prior to the pandemic, that they had to pivot like that, which is great to support a local business. Okay, now we haven't seen the likes of these in Canada in some time. Stubby bottles. Oh my God, I was a kid the last time these came out. I was not yet drinking age when they stopped making them. My dad used to have a lot of stubbies. This one is Foundry Ultra Lime. And this, where is that? Foundry Ultra Lime Light? Okay. I'll read off the back of I'm trying to match it up. Why work so hard to jam a lime into a bottle of beer? We are lazy. We just infuse the lime right into the beer. Way easier, relax, and enjoy. So it's midway between malty and hoppy. It's very, very light beer. Obviously, we're going to be more like a cerveza or something like that. So that's kind of cool. I'm trying to find it on the sheet here, and I don't see that. But then we've got Strawberry Rhubarb Sour. Oh, this is interesting. So some of the ones that are listed here, Devil's Creek Pale. Yeah, unless I messed it up. Yeah, there's a little bit of a different listing, but that's okay. It's a surprise, and it's fun, and I'm happy to have these stubbies. Gonna actually have to hang on to some of these. So the Strawberry Rhubarb Sour works in a pie, has to work in a beer. Classic flavors. Love that. That's the other stubby. And so I've got 2 more of the same. But that was that was Foundry. So Foundry, I've got the link in the video here. Looking forward to trying these beers. Looking forward to enjoying these beers. Love supporting a local business. And I have to say a huge shout out and kudos to the driver, who obviously Foundry hired the delivery driver, who's probably making the deliveries as the first Friday or the second Friday of every month. And kudos to this driver who is so dedicated, who returned to the house multiple times, was texting Liz, was calling her because he wanted to make sure that we got our beer delivery. And I had no clue that what they were trying to deliver was something you just couldn't leave unattended because you do need proof of age when you deliver alcohol. So kudos to him for sticking to his guns, not leaving it on the porch, because that it is technically illegal, but also committed to returning multiple times and making sure we got that. That is amazing. It's evidence. It makes me feel more love for this local business, Foundry Brewing, and also for whoever they hired as the courier service to do this delivery. So again, with a reminder of the importance of supporting your local businesses, and because it's Friday, I'm going to be putting these beers in the fridge. I'm going to be enjoying them, and I hope that you enjoy your weekend and take some time to celebrate and relax. And so, this is Mark Leslie from Spirits Untapped saying, cheers to you and cheers to good beers.